Hello YouTubers, my name is X Factor. Welcome back to another episode of Control Freak, a series where we break down a weapon and attachment combinations, talking about how to counter recoil, burst fire at what ranges, and some of the do's and the don'ts. Today we're using the MG4, my new favorite LMG, with the coyote optic, laser sight, and stubby grip. The first thing we're going to do with the MG4 is talk about countering the recoil. We're going to do this by not countering the recoil. We're literally just going to shoot at this wall and let it ride. That is pretty harsh, vertical, and a slight right deviation. So how do we counter this? We're going to pull the opposite direction, something like this. As you can see, there's a little bit of horizontal wiggle, and these are massive mag dumps. And this comes to the first little nuance of this weapon. There's a different mechanic in Battlefield 3 versus Battlefield 4. When I'm pulling down to counter the recoil in Battlefield 4, the second I let off, look where my crosshair's at. Right there. In Battlefield 3, if I mag dump, the second I let off, the crosshair would travel to wherever you had a drag. So why does that matter? Well, if you play on the PC, you can run out of mouse pad. You can literally bottom out your mouse pad. So you're mag dumping, bursting, and then you got to adjust for a second, get your mouse back in the middle of the pad. That can create a little situation. But the chances are, if you're shooting that many bullets that fast, a lot of people are probably cursing your name and just died. So we've got a pretty severe vertical with a slight right drift. And again, we're countering it by dragging it this way, just like that. The second thing you're going to notice is, let's turn the laser sight on. Let's get a little closer to the wall. The hip fire deviation is pretty serious, even with the laser sight on, whether you're strafing or standing still like I am now. If you start strafing, be careful. You're going to want to burst this quite a bit. Don't get caught holding the fire hose down, especially while strafing. Aiming down sight, this weapon can be very accurate at various ranges. 200 bullets in the mag can really help you out. So let's talk about some do's and don'ts with this. Just like any weapon in Battlefield 4, the last thing you want to do is go ADS and shoot too soon. What happens? Look at the spread. Before it can go all the way into ADS bonus, it's still acting as if it has hip fire bonus, basically, or hip fire penalty. So what do we want to do? We want to make sure this is settled for a split second and then shoot. There is a small delay. So if you come around the corner too fast, pop your ADS and start shooting too soon, the bullets are going to be everywhere. You might as well have hip fire. It's very important to ADS in this game because the hip fire does have a lot of deviation. So let's talk about bursting this weapon. The last thing you want to do is strafe and burst. Okay? Quick deviation. Not the worst, but imagine that over longer distances. You want tighter burst patterns at longer distances. But if you stand still, ADS, wait that split second, then shoot, this thing is unbelievably accurate. It is absolutely scary. And remember, it's all about bursting, smaller bursts at longer ranges. You can literally paint a very small target if you wanted to at the various ranges. This is the MG4, aka bullet hose, with a 200 round mag, and if you get into some trouble, you can definitely pre-fire this thing, get people started on the suppression mechanism, and then just finish them off. Thanks for watching this episode of Control Freak. Hopefully you guys found this information helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and happy hunting with the MG4 bullet hose. See you, YouTubers.